Hey everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have yet another plan with me to share with you all, and this week I am planning for the week of October 10th to October 16th, and it is a very special week because this is the week that my little sister Vicky got married. She got married. Like she's a wife now, like a full-fledged wife. Life for me doesn't feel any different now that I have a sister who's married, but I do have a brother-in-law now. His name is Brandon, and that is freaking awesome. So actually, let me go back. This is not a special week because my little sister got married, but let's make it about me. This is the week that I got a brother-in-law. And the funny thing is for the last couple of years, I've been like Team Brandon, like anything to do with anything. I'm like Team Brandon, hashtag Team Brandon. They even got me a shirt. Vicky and Brandon got me a shirt that said Team Brandon. So it was very, very special. I still use it as a pajama shirt, and it's the best. I think I brought it as my sleeping shirt to Vicky's bachelorette party, and it was just the funniest thing to me and only me. So yeah, anyway, this week I am using the Beach Bliss kit from ScribblePrintsCo because my sister got married in Mexico, and Andrea actually had this art commissioned for Vicky's wedding, not for Vicky because she doesn't plan. She tried to once, but I think there's even like a video like way down deep in some of these in like my playlist of videos where she actually did a voiceover or she planned a week for me. I don't know, but I think it's somewhere down there. But yeah, so this kit was kind of like inspired by like doing a beach wedding kind of situation. So yeah, we had a fall wedding, but we had it on the beach, and this was the perfect kit to use for that. I also brought in gold heart underlays and 15 millimeter washi overlay from Plana Hannah. And then I also used the heart gold foil from ScribblePrintsCo. I wasn't stumped on the heart. I was stumped on all the adjectives I needed to use to describe this foil, even though you see it. But the overlays on the full boxes and everything is from ScribblePrintsCo. And then the underlays and then the overlay for the 15 millimeter washi is Plana Hannah. I also got some custom wedding quote boxes from Plana Hannah. And I tried to incorporate all of them, but then I was like, this is overwhelming just because this entire like week to plan in my planner was overwhelming. So I used a few of them. I used like a Forever Yours, and then definitely the date of my sister's wedding. I put it on the Wednesday because my sister, if you guys watched last week's plan with me, my friend Kelly got married on a Wednesday, and so did my sister. What a bunch of weirdos. Who gets married on a Wednesday? Apparently they both do. But where was I going with any of that? Where am I going with anything ever? Yes, I don't know. But yeah, so those are the accoutrements, the foil accoutrements I used for this week. And this week required a lot of day extenders. Not every day needed 4 boxes, but every day, I will get into this, every day needed 3. And I'm saying needed in quotes because when I started pulling stickers and like really looking at my list of things that I wanted to put in this spread, I was like, did I really need to mark that? But at that point, I wasn't going to start like picking and choosing. And like, so I was like, whatever, we're stuck with it. We're in it to win it. We're doing the day extenders. And this was actually also, oh, you can see my head. Hello, head. My hair is dirty. It's okay. What? The ADHD, she's in strong. Where was I going with any of that? Give me 1 second to like reroute my brain. Okay. Day extenders. Needed 3 days, didn't need the 4. I think that's what I was getting at. But here we are with day extenders galore. You guys will see some silly little things that I've marked. I kind of like that this week is very pop-up book style. But just know it did not need to be that way. Even when I was telling Vicky, I was like, oh, have not planned your wedding week yet, and I have to do that. And she goes, what? And I told her about the day extenders, and she goes, did we even really do that much? And I'm like, I guess so. I felt like all of this was important. at the time. So there I was, and there I put it in. Now I'm just talking to like get to the part where I do my sidebar. Also, you know what? Sidebar is like the tall box girl. And then I put 2 of my little habit trackers. I put a half box sticker from the kit along with like a glam planner, like pink couple, just like stare. They're like a wedding couple. I didn't know what to put in there. So I was like, let's just put another wedding sticker in. And then I put a tiny little to-do checklist the same way I did in my last plan with me, and just pulled some of the bucket list wedding guest things from ScribblePrintsCo. She has like a little sticker sheet of them, and I just put little to-dos in there. But I'm thinking that I don't know which plan with me. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions. I would love to do a life update. I did like a mini one on Instagram, but all of those posts are so fleeting. And Instagram, I think Instagram pushed out the one thing I did when I was like, I posted, hey guys, I'm back, and I post like a little update. But I'm just wondering like which way best to do an update and like properly update you guys. Like, do I do a separate update video and just update you guys? I didn't think I needed to do that, but I'm seeing the faults in not doing that now. And then just the thought of doing it during a plan with me sounds like it'll scramble my brains like, scramble my brains like mashed potatoes. Nobody scrambles mashed potatoes. Scramble my brains like eggs. Whoa. So maybe you guys can give me some suggestions, and I will do a life update either in the next 2 plan with me's, because I haven't done the voiceovers for those yet, or maybe sometime in the new year. Maybe I can do it for the new year. For the first week of the new year. Maybe I can do that. And you guys can like ask me a bunch of questions. Like, let me know what you want to do. And then I will accommodate. I will be inspired, and I will figure something out. Okay. Yes. Moving on to day by day. Guys, I'm still like getting my sea legs here. The first day was Monday. It was the 10th, and it was Bennett's birthday, Andrea's oldest son, Bennett. So obviously I had to mark that. Then, oh my God, we spent like 3 hours in a wedding meeting to go over a bunch of stuff and make sure like everything was going to go off without a hitch. It was basically just Vicky and Brandon talking to the wedding coordinator and going over every single detail line by line to make sure everything was going to be the way they wanted to be, and to adjust things to be better than they wanted to be, I guess. It was a very long meeting. And then after that, we finally got to go to the pool, and it was so nice and refreshing to get to be in the pool. I said it in my last plan with me, but because of some of the hurricanes that had passed through, the beach was like covered in seaweed and just like full of seaweed, like right as you walked in. Further out, it was fine, but just like, I get like weird, like I love the ocean, but like I get weird with like icky things and fish in the water. So I stayed at the pool most of the time, and so did a lot of people. So like that was the place to be. Then they actually had a foam party at one of the pools. So they basically, oh wait, what was this day? I'm like trying to remember the drink. Okay, so this is when everybody was at like the main pool essentially. And like a lot of people cut their toes on the tile at the hotel. Like within our party alone, like 2 people had sliced their toe on the pool tile. Ugh. But there was a foam party, so yay, they gave out like pool balloon noodles and things like that, and it was just a really good time, like everyone getting to hang out together, and Vicky and Brandon finally getting to like settle some of their wedding things, so they get to hang out with everybody else. I wrote that we had drinks by the pool. Oh, and then the best part about this night was that all the girls like in the wedding party and like wedding party adjacent were like assigned a guy. So like it was either your significant other or just like a guy you were like closer with or could have some influence over. And we bought them the same shirt on Amazon. And we convinced them all to wear it without them knowing that the other guys were also going to be wearing that same shirt to dinner. You probably have seen this on TikTok where like the guys just roll up and didn't realize they were all wearing the same shirt. So we actually managed to achieve that. And that was wonderful. It's like the photos are great. The reactions are priceless. Some of the guys had actually run into each other in the lobby and like in the hallway of the hotel rooms, but like we all met up at my sister's hotel room, and as people were like, the guys were walking in, it was just so funny to see them wearing all the same shirt. And the funny thing is that the shirt was so nice. Like, me and Vicky bought them, but we were going to return them all. But the guys looked so good in them, and they were just such a nice shirt, and the guys loved them. Like, they genuinely loved them so much that it didn't take much convincing to wear them, that they all kept the shirt. But they looked great in it. It was hilarious, and it was like a lot easier to convince them to wear them than like every single woman thought it would be. After that, we met up at the Diamond Club. All the guys are wearing their same shirts. Diamond Club, it was basically, I don't think it was actually a Diamond Club. It was like just a club. Not a club. It wasn't even a club. I'm so sorry. It was a bar in the lobby that was just like super nice. I think that's why I'm like, I don't know why I marked it Diamond Club. Then there was like a craft fair at the main pool deck. So it was like a lot of Mexican handmade crafts, and I was already a little tipsy, which meant I was a little bit more spendy, but I bought this really cute handmade bag, which I can't wait to wear everywhere. It's got such really pretty flower patterns on it, and it's blue, and it's great. And then I also got a magnet. It's not a coaster, but it looks kind of like a coaster, but very pretty coaster, hand painted magnet that's like neon, and it like glows in the black light, and it's so nice. I love it so much. So then after that, we had dinner, and then we ended the night choreographing. The bridesmaids met up after dinner, and they choreographed our bridesmaid entrance dance, which was amazing. I thought it was amazing. And then during the actual wedding day, whenever we all walked out, for some reason, I was convinced that the music they were playing was not the music I had listened to on repeat for that entire Monday night, but I digress. Then I went to bed because I was super exhausted. Now, moving on to Tuesday, pretty much running down the same way. Me and my mom stopped by to get some coffee. And then we all went up to where the wedding party went up to where the reception was going to be. And we just all talked about how we were going to walk out, how like the guys were going to walk out, how the girls were going to walk out, how, Vicky and Brandon were going to walk out, the parents, all that shebang. We could see the venue. It was on a rooftop. It was actually like right above my room, which is funny enough, but it was super pretty because you can look out and you see palm trees and the beach and the ocean, and it was really nice. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. And then after that, we went to the pool again. Every time I got to go in the pool, I was a happy little bean. Then I stopped by the hotel cafe to get an affogato because they were so good. I was addicted to them the entire time. And then I wrote that I got a quesadilla, which is that they had by the main pool this food truck, and that was the only place you could get the quesadillas, and they were to die for. I was so upset on the last day. I had a stomach ache, and like I just could not stomach a quesadilla, but to this day I regret it. It was so good. It was like I think it was actually on a pita, and then they put like the stewed meat on top, and then they put a little bit of pico de gallo, and it was just perfection. Then we all went for a walk on the beach, and I went after the beach. We had to start getting ready because my sister was having a like white party, so basically everybody had to come in dressed wearing white, and it was on the beach, and it was basically kind of like their rehearsal dinner, but just like without the rehearsal. But once everybody got ready, the wedding party actually met up at the area of the beach where Vicky and Brandon were going to get married, and we all practiced and basically rehearsed. So I guess it was a rehearsal, rehearsed walking down the aisle, which like I already had practice at the other wedding. Nobody warned me that we were going to be playing the music. And so like when it was my turn to walk, I walked by myself because I'm that girl boss bitch. I couldn't look at Vicky. As soon as I looked at Vicky and the music was playing, I started crying, bawling my eyes out. This wasn't even the real thing. It was just the rehearsal. But then we had the white party. It was a lot of fun. We played a lot of games. A lot of people had made their speeches at the white party, so it was really nice to hear those things. And then I had a sleepover with Nick. And for those who don't know, Nick is my boyfriend. We actually were not staying in the same room together for whatever reason. And so the way that we had arranged that Vicky could, because Brandon cannot see the bride on the wedding day, the way we rearranged all the rooms meant Nick could stay with me for the night. So we just had a little sleepover, and it was glorious. think we just fell asleep watching a movie. I don't even know what movie it was, but I was like, I can't even get into this movie, so I'm just go to sleep. Then the next day was Vicky and Brandon's wedding day. We met up in Vicky's room. We put on our bridal jammies. We got glam. We got our makeup done. We got our hair done. The hair people were super duper nice. I came in with my washed and brushed hair, and they took one look at it and said, honey, we're going to put you in an updo. I went, okay. Because they just like, were like, the way we like, we see your hair. We see your hair. It's not going to make it to the end of the day with all the humidity. And I was like, fair. Okay, do what you have to do. Because I wanted like a half up, half down situation. And they were like, no. I'm like, okay, thanks for your honesty. So then the bridal party all met up and we took photos together. Then it was the ceremony and I cried some more, cried the whole time. Vicky and Brandon got married and it was so beautiful. There was a man in a Speedo recording it from the other side of the arch. It was wonderful. But yeah, they got married on the beach and it was so pretty. And I cried for Brandon and I cried for Vicky. Also, I got my period on this day. So, so much crying. Then after that, I marked the ceremony. They said, I do. Look at me. I'm just trying to fill space. Then I put a munchkin that said so hot because I was just sweating bullets the entire time. Vicky and Brandon got the pictures back and you just see my chiffon bridesmaid dress getting sweatier and sweatier and sweatier. It's like, I'm okay with it, but it's also kind of gross. Like if I don't tell you I was sweating, you kind of just think it was like the discoloration of the dress. But no, I was sweating the whole time. Okay, so what came next? Then we did our bridesmaid entrance dance. We had the reception at the terrace. I made a cute little baby video for Brandon and Vicky. It was really cute. Then everybody was dancing. Everybody was on the dance floor like the entire time. Also, we did the entire Hava Nagila, and I never realized how long that song and that dance was. I don't think I've ever done it in its entirety, but there you are, sweating the whole time. Then there was a photo booth, so I marked taking photo booth pictures, and then towards the end of the night, it was time to do my maid of honor speech. And of course I cried like intermittently throughout it. The most special part though was that after my bridesmaid speech, like the MC was like, Vicky has a special something for her sister. And I was like bewildered and like befuddled. And I'm like, what exactly is going on? And like my sister pulled me to the dance floor to have like a sister. Oh, no, I'm on my period right now. It was really cute. Like she played our song and we tried to dance to it. And then I just broke down in tears and we just hugged. That was our dance. And then we danced some more and then we cried some more. And I'm going to cry right now. Sorry for the wheezing into the laugh. That's just how I laugh now. I don't know when I adopted the wheeze, but I love that I do it. Because anytime anybody laughs and wheezes, it is my favorite thing in the world. I'm digressing. So yes, we had this special sister dance. I marked that. Of course I marked that. And then I wrote send off the happy couple. We just all ended the night. We had actually ended up jumping into the pool at the end of the night. It was like 1:00 in the morning. We all jumped into the pool. It was the most amazing feeling of the entire day after being so sweaty and so hot the whole time. Oh, it felt so good, but there was security watching us, and I'm a goody two-shoes, and I really didn't like the security was watching us, but everybody jumped into the pool, and so I did, although the photographers caught it, like me jumping, quote unquote, into the pool, and it just looks like I slipped and hit my head on the pool tile. I didn't, but that's exactly what it looks like. So yeah, that was my sister's wedding day. Moving on to Thursday. Again, we had another little coffee run. We went into the pool. It felt so good to be in like a cover up and a bathing suit and not in a bridesmaid's dress. We spent the whole time at the pool. I did some water aerobics. Don't know what compelled me. Oh, I did a lot of drinking this day. Okay. So then me, Vicky's friend Alyssa, and my cousin Julia we're all like, let's go do some drinky drinks. And then it just kept progressing from there. I think I was just super excited that my cousin wanted to drink. And I was like, let me participate with her. And then Alyssa was just like down to participate anyway. So I wrote day drinking. Then we had dinner at a Mexican restaurant, which was like delicious. It was a Mexican restaurant in Mexico. It was still flipping good though. I ordered this like tequila drink that was very smoky and I couldn't finish it. And that was the day I realized I don't really like mezcal. But there you are, you learn something new about yourself all the time. Then I hung out with Kelly and Andrew. And if you do remember from last week, Kelly and Andrew are the couple of my friends who got married the week prior. They had come out for my sister's wedding. So I hung out with them for a little bit because I was kind of being pulled in like every direction with like family and friends there. And then I threw up. That's how I ended Thursday. I told them at one point, I'm like, I really feel like I'm going to throw up. And everyone's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, no, I really think I am. Got in bed with my mom and just vomited. Not in the bed, but just was like, I got to do this. And I felt great afterwards. I always feel better. But I don't really like that feeling. Moving on to Friday, we had to wake up early, or at least I did. I was up really early. Why was I up so early in the day? I remember being very upset that I just could not sleep in because I started counting down the days that I would have to go back to work. I had taken 2 weeks off for both these plan with me's. And not at any point did this feel like a vacation. So yeah. So then I said our goodbyes because some people were leaving on the Friday. We were gonna end up leaving the next day. We had to pack my sister's dress back into the garment bag that it came in. So we tried doing that. Then after saying goodbye to some people, Vicky and Brandon had to say goodbye to more people. So I went and had breakfast with Nick. Then we went to the pool because, just be spending all this time in the pool. And then we went for another walk on the beach. I was just happy to mark anything to do with the beach and glad to have gone to the beach, even if it was just to walk. I never went into the water at any point, but just even walking around the beach was a good time. Oh, and then we finally made it to poolside bingo. I freaking love bingo. And I never get to play it, but we got to do poolside bingo and I was so close to winning. But it's a lot of fun, and there was a lot of people playing, and a lot of the wedding party was participating, so super duper fun. Then everybody fell asleep at the pool, on the lounge chairs. Everyone just knocked out. I thought it was just me who was super tired, but then at one point I had picked my head up. Me and Nick were sharing a beach chair. I was covered with a blanket from the tips of my toes to the top of my head because I did not want to get sunburnt, and I could not remember the last time I put on sunblock. And then I look up and I see all of our friends just sleeping in chairs. And I think someone was floating in the pool. So yeah, we were just all exhausted. Then after the pool, it was time to go get ready for our last dinner with majority of the party that was going to be there. I had to help Vicky pack up some of her wedding decor. So all those 16 bags that I came with, me personally, all the 16 bags that we came with the week, the Saturday prior, we had to pack up everything, all the decorations we could salvage into those bags again. So that's what we spent our time doing. And then we finally had our last dinner all together. And then I called it an early night because I was so tired. Ooh, there's a piece of tape on here. Anyway, moving on to Saturday, I packed my bags because I had not done that the night before. I think I did some of it, but I had to finish packing. Then I went gift shopping, finally picked up some things for some people at work. I promised to get one of the admin people at my office, a little thing for her desk. I found her little sea turtle. So it was really cute. I bought myself a little sea turtle as well. And then we all got on our shuttle, went to the airport, got on our flight from Cancun to New York. Me and Nick watched Beetlejuice together on the flight. And then I watched some of House of the Dragon. And I was finally catching up with an episode that had aired. And then we got home. Nick, Brandon, and Vicky didn't have to leave till the next day. So we all ordered sushi. And then I spent the entirety of that whole night just cuddling with Nick because I just needed to cuddle. I'm like, come here. Then finally on Sunday, I got to sleep in. It was amazing. I think we slept till 9 or 10, which for me, that is now sleeping in because usually my body just wakes me up at 7:30 or 8. But 9 or 10, we slept in. Did some more cuddling because I was just soaking up all the cuddles. Then I binge watched a lot of TikTok videos, unpacked my bag because normally I'm that person who gets off the flight, gets home, opens her luggage and unpacks that same day. But I was so exhausted and literally I knew I didn't need anything in my bag. So I just didn't bother unpacking it until the Sunday. Then finally, Nick, Vicky, and Brandon all left to their respective houses. and I caught up on The Amazing Race, and then me and my mom didn't know what to eat and what to cook, so we went to Applebee's together, and it was just really nice to like hang out, just the two of us, after having spent like so much time with like a lot of people. It's just like to be in a smaller group. Then of course I had to take a bath. I forgot to bring a bath bomb to the resort, and they had this gigantic tub. But like also in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't, because everyone I know who went to go take a bath said like the water came out brown, which I think you just have to like flush it. But at that point I was just like, eh. So got to take a bath, and it was wonderful. And then I caught up on some planning. Oh, look, there's Oliver and me whacking him away, because he loved, Oliver is my cat. I have a cat. He loves to eat my stickers. Not that he's ever successfully done so, knock on wood, but every time he sees them like on my fingertips like that, he just starts swatting at them, and he's like, I need to eat this. But yeah, so then I finally caught up on some planning. I'm not sure what, because it would have been, I think I was just pre-planning some of these spreads that I was going to be doing, using for the weeks after this, because this spread did not go down till like maybe a week before you're watching this video. So yeah, that is everything. That is the plan with me in full. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love how this spread turned out. All the pinks and the light pastel blues are so pretty, and I just love that like it really encapsulates my sister's wedding week. It was a great week. Did it feel like a vacation? Absolutely not. Did I go back to work super tired the next week? Absolutely, but wouldn't have missed it for the world, would not have changed anything, and it has brought up stories upon stories to get to talk about for like the rest of eternity. So yeah, I'm done talking. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!